Hello everyone, I'm Jennifer 4,
I'm King Mustard.
and welcome to Sports Talk. And today, this segment we will talk about Icherio Suzuki.
Yes.
Like, when I was growing up, I called him Icherio Suzuki. I don't know if that was the right way to say it, but I heard people say Icherio Suzuki and Shiro Suzuki.
Gotcha.
But before we talk to his breakdown of his stats, what do you usually like to say his first name?
I just call him Ichiro.
Yeah, I, yep, same. But anyways, so good break down his awards, his stats, how he was as a player. So would you like to start us off?
Yeah, so Ichiro is a really interesting batter. He's not a power hitter, but he's a singles hitter. He had 10 straight years of over 200 hits, and he had 3,000 hits in his MLB career. And if you total his MLB hits and his time in the Japanese Professional Baseball League, he has more hits than Pete Rose does over his career.
Yep, and I think is if he would have started like in the '90s in the Major League Baseball, he would have shot up Pete Rose's record.
Probably, yeah.
And
they play more games here than they do in Japan. In a season.
And I believe that Shiro Suzuki, he probably spend maybe about almost 30 years in the majors. Because did he spend like 19 years in the Japan League?
I think he started in Japan when he was like 21 or something. I'll have to double check. But yeah, it was.
Yeah, he started age 27 in majors. So usually when people start, like when they start, they get in the prime years between the age 25, 27. But he never slowed down at age 27 in majors.
Mm-hmm.
He got like 56 in his first year. He got 8 home runs, 69 RBIs, 56 stolen bases, caught like 14 times, 30 walks, 53 strikeouts. So he didn't strike out too much. He batted .350 and on bases of .381. And he also won Rookie of the Year. He got a Gold Glove, Silver Slugger, MVP, and All-Star. So his first 10 years, he was a 10-time All-Star, Rookie of the Year, MVP, 10-time Gold Glove, All-Star MVP, 3 times Silver Slugger, and 2 times batting titles. So that's amazing stats.
Yeah, and that's from when he was 27 to 36. And I mean, you can't blame him for not making an All-Star game since 2011. I mean, that's when he was 37. And I mean, for anyone to be 37 and still hit almost 300, and still almost get 200.
And there was like a lot of better outfielders in the game right there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like he was close of getting a total of 200 hits in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like a guy like Icherio Suzuki, he's an interesting guy because when he was with he's with the Marlins when he got his 3,000 career hit on a triple. So you don't see that very often at all.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I remember I think it was 2009. Mauer and Suzuki was going after the batting title, and it took, I think Mauer like officially claiming maybe like the last few games in the year, but that was a hard battle fought between two of the bits. Mauer nearly missed the whole month of April.
Oh yeah. And it's really interesting to me too how like when he was really popular, or I should say when he was really good, from like 2000 to let's say 2000.
All right, so you mentioned about Barry Bonds.
Yeah, so like I was saying, from I guess you could call it his prime was really like 2001 to 2010 but from about 2001 to
Yep.
2006, that was still like the steroid era. You know, you had Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa, all those
Yep.
guys, you know,
A-Rod.
mashing the homers. And, you know, during that time, he only ever hit 15 home runs in a season, but he made it work. He did something that was different from everyone else. Like in 2004, he had a 372 batting average.
Yep.
That's just that's just ridiculous.
I'm
to
not
me,
sure
you
if
know?
this is real or not, but did he actually hit a bunt home run that went over the fence?
Yeah,
That he scored over the bunt and somehow went over the fence?
it was kind of like a swinging bunt. It was kind of
Oh, like a check swing.
it was kind of like a check swing bunt, but yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
But
that really happened. So
yeah. And 2004, that was the year that he broke the record for most hits in a single season,
Yep.
262. I mean, and you know, 2004, I think. I mean, it's just really cool to me that he was a guy that
Yep.
that was different from a lot of the,
Oh, yeah.
the big stars. He
And-
played differently. He made it work, and he was able to be very successful doing so.
yep,
And that's what I like in different sports too. You know, with there's people like that. I tend to, you know, like them and their style of play
Oh, yeah.
because they're different.
oh yeah, and like how Suzuki plays a game, he gets on base.
Hmm.
His model of the game is to get on base. Do not just go up there trying to swing for power. Do not trying to see for home runs every single time up. Like it was like Billy Bean's model is that I'm paying you guys to get on base, not to to get on second base. And the way like this happened in like 2002, the Oakland A's, they started the year so bad. And they started. This is like year 2 when Suzuki was playing. And the AL West, I think that was most when Suzuki was playing. I think that was probably the tough time. That division was actually tough and competitive.
Hmm.
And now it's not so much anymore. But I really hope it does change. Because I will just see like every single division like be competitive. Like maybe like 1 year I'll just see maybe about 6 games. Maybe up like the first place to last place like 6 games. Second and like 5th like 5, 3 and 4 like 3 or 4 like that'd be really cool to see someday. But
Oh yeah.
baseball today, it's not gonna happen.
Well, no, I mean, and that's
It's not possible, I don't think.
no, but I think that's I mean that's just kind of how the game goes.
Yeah.
Baseball's different, where it's kind of you're kind of more incentivized to tank sometimes. You know.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I have no problem with tanking. If your team is bad and you have like aging prospects, I encourage tanking. You know, I would do the same. But yeah, it is kind of not so good when
Yep.
you know only one team in a division is kind of
Yep.
trying to make the playoffs. But
Oh, yeah.
there's been some surprises this year, which has made it good.
What was really interesting to me is that winning Rookie of the Year and MVP in the same year, that's tough to do.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, like I said, he was a 3-time Silver Slugger, 2001, 2007, 2009, 2-time batting champion, 2001, 2004. There was like 1 year that he like batted like 350 something and still lost to Ordonez, who batted like 361, 362 that year.
Wow.
And yeah, he broke the major league record with 262 hits, like you talked about earlier. And another thing, now this is real, like something else. Like he made his major league debut August 2nd, 2001 against Oakland, and his last game was March 21st, 2019, also against Oakland.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And he started with his career with Seattle and ended with his career in Seattle. So that's a class guy right there. Finished with the team that he started with.
Yeah, I mean, even if it was for a season and a half, that's important.
Oh
but
yeah.
It's kind of unfortunate that he never got to win a title.
He deserves it.
2001, in 2001, the Mariners had the best record in the league, and they kind of messed it up in the playoffs, and they never made it since.
Yeah.
And he kind of got to the Yankees near the end of their championship run in the in the 2000s.
They ever won. They're not gonna make the playoffs this year. I don't think so.
That's the last video, Joe.
Yeah, I know, but anyways, if Suzuki would have played in '95 with the kid, Martinez,
and,
yep,
yeah,
Randy Johnson, I guarantee you, that team would have made the World Series that year in '95. Guaranteed you.
Yeah, they.
Can one player actually make a difference like Suzuki? He could actually make a huge difference. Because the first year you play in the majors, you made the playoffs, they have over 100-win season. Like, honestly, I think they could honestly win the World Series maybe that year. Could it be good enough to beat the Braves? Who knows? We don't know.
Mm-hmm. And that was the second year that they had A-Rod, too.
Oh, yeah.
He was only 19 and
the thing is,
so yeah.
And the thing is, he went out to play with the Yankees, and I don't know, yeah. A-Rod went to the Yankees.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was in. I think that was in 2000, like the year before.
Oh yeah, he also played with.
Oh wait, no,
Texas.
Sorry, that was Texas. My bad. Yeah, he went to Texas and then the Yankees. Yep, that was it.
Alright, so you have anything else to conclude?
Ooh, no, not really. But just to kind of summarize, I mean, Ichero's a very interesting player.
Class guy.
The game, unlike a lot of other MLB players.
Yep.
And there's really not a player in the majors today that is similar to his playing style. So I really like that he's unique. It makes him stand out, and I think he's a really good player.
And listen to this, one more thing I just said. He played over 100 plus games, like 140 plus games, or like 130 plus games each of his years except for his last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure he probably played hurt through that time too.
Yeah.
Like Carl Ripken Jr. did, or senior. Carl Ripken, the guy who played with Baltimore, who had that consecutive streak going.
Mm-hmm.
So that one concludes today's episode. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm Jedi514.
I'm King Mustard.
And we tune in for the whole you two guys tune in for the next episode of Sports Talk. Thanks for tuning in.